Welcome on back to Skippers. Today I am breaking down 3 players that I want to trade for at this point in the fantasy baseball season. They're all highly rostered guys, so you're not picking them up off their waiver wire, but I think this is a good time to put a package together and try and acquire them. Today's video, as always, is brought to you by FanDuel Canada. If you are betting on baseball and you are in Canada, you need to be doing it on FanDuel. Some of the best markets, Dinger Tuesday. I love being on FanDuel. You can even watch the games in the app. So download FanDuel Canada today. The link is in the description. Let's get into the 3 players. The first one is Christopher Morel of the Cubs, infield, outfield. He has eligibility all over the diamond. So far this season, a 192 average, 9 home runs, 34 driven in. He has 5 stolen bases and a weighted runs created plus of 90. Christopher Morel is in the middle of a 4 for 37 stretch the last 2 weeks and a 1 for 21 stretch in this last week. So I think this is a good time to be buying low on him. As of right now, the counting stats would say he has a 192 average, but a simple look over at some expected stats would show you that he has an expected batting average 70 points better at 264. In 2023 and 2022, Morel was in top 7% of the league in expected damage, and I think he can get back there this season. He's underperforming his expected weighted on base average, as his actual WOBA is 293, but his ex-WOBA is the best of his career. Christopher Morel has also cut his strikeout rate by 10 percentage points compared to last season, down to a respectable 21.9%. Morel also has an expected slug 150 points better than his actual slug. He has hit 9 home runs, but I truly believe there's an even better breakout from what he did last season for Christopher Morel, and that would have him hitting 250, 30 home runs, and stealing 10 bases. Christopher Morel is over the 75th percentile in xWOBA, xSlug, bat speed, average exit velocity, barrel percentage, hard hit percentage, and walk rate. He also has the second lowest batting average on balls in play in all of baseball. It makes sense. He's hit 9 home runs, and the balls that go out of the yard don't count for that. But again, you could say he's kind of unlucky to that point, but the facts are facts. He has the second lowest BABIP in baseball. I think Morel has the makings, again, of an elite fantasy asset, and this type of cold stretch is my favorite time to buy these kinds of players if their managers are worried about their full season outputs. Baseball is up and down, up and down. If you see this, you go into the Yahoo app and say, oh, I've seen how bad he is the past month. Perfect time for a guy to go and acquire. He plays some of the worst defense my eyes have ever seen, but that doesn't matter for fantasy. He is a tremendous hitter. I am buying Christopher Morel on his dip. Second player, I'm going to talk about him forever until he just continues to let me down. That's Vinnie Pasquantino of the Royals, first baseman. So far on the season, 224 average, 5 home runs, 33 driven in, no stolen bases, and his weighted runs created plus is 93. I saw he just hit a home run against the Twins today, so he's kind of breaking out at the perfect time. Sucks if you're going to try and get him because they saw he hit a home run today, think he's heating up, so I am sorry about that. But if I keep beating his drum and he lets me down, I'm going to have to just take my losses on Vinnie P, but I think he's an awesome player still. He has awesome swing decisions, and he hits the ball really hard for the first time again this season. I'm going to go out on a limb. He's actually been really unlucky. He's been hitting baseballs just right at people to start this season. He has a BABIP of only 234. That ranks 15th lowest in the league. His expected stats are fantastic as well. So much better than his actual stats. He has a 224 actual average, 273 expected batting average, 388 slug, a 490 expected slug, and a 365 expected weighted on base average, which is very, very good. Vinnie is running the highest barrel rate of his career, the best average exit velocity, as well as a top 10% strikeout rate. I really think the counting stats are going to turn around for him. He's over the 80th percentile in xWOBA, xSlug, average exit velocity, hard hit percentage, and whiff percentage. He hasn't hit fastballs as well as he should, but he has a 296 expected batting average on fastballs and a 556 expected slug. So I think the numbers will turn around for him. I think he's going to be a great asset for the rest of the season. I am trying to put together a package for Vinnie Pasquantino. This one you might be on the fence about, with Brandon Nimmo being a guy to buy, because it's certainly not a buy low in my opinion, but I am buying Brandon Nimmo, the outfielder from the Mets. On the season, a 214 average, 7 home runs. He has driven in 29 with 4 bags, weighted runs created plus of 122. If your league mates are simple-minded, they're only looking at average and or OPS, then Brandon Nimmo needs to be your pickup. On the surface, a 735 OPS, pretty good. 214 average, not very good for him, but again, like you look at those two counting stats, and then you see the weighted runs created plus is 122, 22% better than league average. His expected stats are fantastic as well. He's running a 274 expected batting average, 502 expected slug, and he's top 9% in baseball in expected damage. He is also in the top 5% in baseball in expected weighted on base average. Nimmo is also rocking a 14.5% walk rate, which is top 3% of the league. He has never run a barrel percentage over 10%, and so far he is at 12.9%. Average exit velocity, top 8% of the league. Again, Nimmo is over the 85th percentile in xWOBA, xSlug, average exit velocity, barrel percentage, hard hit percentage, sweet spot percentage, chase percentage, and walk percentage. There is a really good player in Brandon Nimmo. He is hitting home runs. He is an above league average hitter, but the average and the OPS to the untrained eye aren't very good. If you put together a reasonable package, I think I really want to be buying on Brandon Nimmo. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of these three players, maybe some other guys you are picking up. Thank you to FanDuel Canada, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Must Add.